My story takes place a long, long time ago. It's a very stormy night, the thunder, lightning, and over a dangerous mountain pass, a stagecoach is going fast and furious. Down below the ravine, in the stagecoach, was an old rabbi, and he was sitting there quite calmly. Sitting next to him was a young man who was studying to be a rabbi. There was a streak of lightning across, a bolt of light, and the thunder was, and the horses were racing, and one false move, they would be down in the ravine. The young man's heart was pounding, and when the next thunderbolt and the lightning, he's frightened to death. He turned to the old rabbi. He said, "Rabbi, you're sitting there so calmly. The situation is so dangerous. How can you sit there so calmly?" The old rabbi smiled. He looked down at the young man. He said, "Son, the world is always a dangerous place. But at times like this, we notice it."
Aww.
Each time something happens to remind me of that. I never wrote that story down. I learned it from a rabbi, Panina Shram workshop. And the most exciting moment in my performing career, which began in utero when I came out, people tell me, people ask me all the time, when did you start telling stories? I said, that's not the question. When did I start listening? In utero. I had my ear to the navel. I came out to, what's going on here? So we've been listening. It's not, but anyway, it was down here in Cornelia Street. Katrina, terrible disaster. Robin said to me, Barbara, and told all the curators, we're going to have a fundraiser. So he gave us, this place was packed. When I tell you packed, Cornelia Street happened to be the second Tuesday, and we were doing this event here. But afterwards, I stayed, and everybody, there was standing room only. And Robin told everyone specifically, he said, you each have 3 minutes, and don't wait for an introduction. When the Spirit moves you, get up and do it. But whatever you do, just get to what you do. So this one songwriter, she wrote a song. She sat down at the piano and she started telling us how it came that she wrote the song, and she wasn't getting to the song and didn't realize it. And then someone else started walking down with poetry book, looking for a poetry thing to read and taking up the time. And they didn't understand what Robin said. Focus, do it, get off the stage, and so I stood up. I never sit in the back, but that night I sat in the back. I walked down the aisle and I started that story about the rabbi. Because, and when I got to the punchline, the last line, the world is always a dangerous place. But at times like this, we notice it. The musician curator, Paul Weiss, he was in the back. He understood what I had done. He put the trumpet to his mouth and started playing a Louis Armstrong song, coming down the aisle, bringing us back to New Orleans. I got the chills because that was so, because I knew what Robin wanted, because I've been doing this a lot, I just knew it, and they weren't getting it, Just don't wait for it, just get up and do it, and she'd taken us away from New Orleans. But that musician, he's now back in Denmark, but he posts things on yoga every day on Facebook. But anyway, I felt that and every time I tell a story, it's because I want to hear it again. Thank you so much. You've all been wonderful.